Happy Tuesday, everybody. I got the little boy here with me today. He went to the groomers and they took all my poor baby's hair off of him. But that's okay. It's not the cut that I asked for, but it's okay. And when I saw him, I was just shocked. Like, oh my gosh, that's not what I asked for. But I just let it go because he is a puppy and it is only hair and it will grow back. So during that interaction with the lady, a part of me, because I was unhappy because it's not what I asked for, but I was not going to be angry with her about it. I wasn't going to, make a scene about it or anything. I just let her know that that's not what I expected. And I thanked her and I told her it was hair and it would grow back and tipped her, and that was it. So this goes back to what I talked about yesterday, thinking about what you think about, because on the way home, these negative thoughts coming up, well, that's not what you asked for and you should have did that. And I was, you have to cast that stuff down. And I said, God, I just spoke out. I said, God, thank you for allowing me to show grace in that situation. Help me to continue to show grace in that situation. Because if I were in that lady's shoes, I would want somebody to show me the same grace that I showed her. And Matthew 7:12, the golden rule, do unto others as you would have done unto you. Not do unto others what they do unto you, but as you would have done unto you. So even though I was not happy with the job, I still tipped her, I thanked her, and I left. And I wasn't going to let this little incident, ruin my day or put me in a bad mood. Yeah, I wasn't going to let it put me in a bad mood or make me have a bad attitude, because he's a dog. He don't have a job to go to. He ain't got nobody to visit. He's a dog. And she did a job. So that was it. But I guess I said that to say this. We should show one another more grace in situations. We should give, I made it up in my mind last year, especially when it comes to people in the that deal with customers in the customer service industry, because I worked as a barber for a few years. So I understand, and I worked in other jobs where I had to deal with the public. So I understand what it's like. I understand what it's like when people are unhappy or when they are cross with you and will curse at you. Now, back when I was a barber in the beginning, I wasn't saved. So you got what you gave until I got saved. So, after the Lord saved me, it changed the way that I dealt with people. And still to this day, I deal with people in a different way. I deal with people with grace and not constant criticism, not nastiness and things like that. Because the worst thing you could do to somebody who works in the customer service industry is to make them feel bad. So now they still have a job to do after you leave. So after you have ranted and raved and gone on about your business, they still have a job to do. They still have to see other people after you. So I always keep that in the front of my mind. I was in Macy's last month, actually. And no, actually it was, I think November. I was in there. And I wanted to see a lip color. And the lady told me she couldn't open the drawer unless I told her what color I wanted to see. So now I'm indignant because why do I need to give you a color before you open the drawer so that I can see so you can see if you have that lipstick in stock? Why do you need a color? Ma'am, just tell me a color, any color that you want, so that I can unlock the drawer and get it out for you. Well, why do I need to tell you a color though? If I'm telling you I want to buy these lipsticks, just open the drawer and get the lipstick out. So she just looked me in my face. She said, ma'am, our policy is that we do not unlock this, take lipsticks out of this drawer unless you tell us, unless you say this is the color I want to buy, and I can open the drawer and get you that color. Or if you tell me a color, I can open the drawer, and if the color you asked for is not there, you can pick out what you want. So I stood there for a moment, and we just looked at each other. And she was like, now do you get what I'm saying? I was like, oh yeah, I got it. So we talked and laughed and everything, and I told her, I said, I'm so glad that I appreciate the way you handled me, because I was about, I thought you were just being away towards me and you just didn't want to open the drawer. She was like, no, that's just our policy. So I'm like, okay. So every time I go in there, I stop. Even if I'm not buying anything, I stop over and speak to her, and we have a nice conversation and just chat. And I apologized to her before I left. I was like, I never want to put anybody in a bad mood, or it's other people you got to deal with after I leave. She was like, oh, no problem, I wasn't going to be in a bad mood. I just wanted to make sure you understood what I was saying. So I stop by her counter every time I go in there just to say hi and to wish her a good day, and we have a good rapport. So I don't ever want to be the person that's the reason that somebody's having a bad day because I'm in a bad mood, or I'm not. Now there's a balance. So you can voice when you don't like something in a respectable way, like I did with the groom. I was like, I wasn't expecting that. That's not really what I asked for, but it's okay. It's hair. It'll grow back. And thank you for your service. Have a great day, and God bless you. So I wasn't gonna, this not what I wanted, and you didn't do it, and I'm not paying. No, because why ruin your day, run my blood pressure up, when I could just pay, leave, and take it as a lesson and move on. It's a lesson. Be a blessing to somebody. Don't, do unto others as you would have done unto you. Give the same grace to others that you expect to receive. That's my motto. give the same grace to others that you expect for yourself. God bless you. Have a good day.